They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the
I get ball first. I don't like that.
They're all set
Fuck.
as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Got everyone in here. Everybody's here to watch the game of the week.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Got a low ball that, man.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
I'm telling you, every time I get the ball first, every game, I cannot do shit.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's all. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did,
he rifles
so good use of him. I didn't think he'd get that high.
47, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is,
touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 14th touchdown.
This is how every single one of my games, go.
First on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score.
Every time I get ball first, this is what happens.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Why is Ruggs my freaking second receiver?
For his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to
I don't know what the fuck that was.
But that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
I was trying to throw it, and I ran across the line of
What is the
scrimmage,
punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away? Here's Beckham. Nifty running by Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force
on Averett.
But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Off the option, here's Akers.
Bro, I'm intimidating.
This one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... Start here
What's up?
At the 25.
Let's go hard or go home time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run. Calais. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one.
I gotta lob that shit, bro. Gotta lob that.
At their own 33. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on.
Akers hit, he coughs it up. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray's throw here hauled in by Cup.
I just want to know where all of my guys went, bro. I just want to know how the hell Cooper Kupp just bounced off of that and where all of my fucking offensive or defensive line pressure was there. He had like 20 seconds.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
I don't think he's like that, bro. He's beating me right now, but I don't think he's certified like that. I think I'm just playing bad. I've been playing bad the last 3 weeks.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this all the way down inside the 20.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson flush to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Jackson going to throw
on the board.
Here, complete. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Miles away and smiling.
And happy. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He completes it to Beckham.
I have 2 zones over there, bro.
But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Murray to air it out again. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right.
I had to throw up a prayer, man. I can't afford to not get any points here. Yeah, GG's, man. They learned this playbook.
A shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right.
How is this man diving and shit and not fumbling? But Lamar literally gets tickled and he fucking fumbles.
Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Touchdown,
oh my god.
Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first
tragedy.
half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And his pass is intercepted.
What am I throwing? Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit.
From late points as they will take over in range for a field goal.
He's not like that. He's not like that. Holy fuck.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And
this guy runs the weirdest fucking hot route dot tips shit on offense, and then he just runs the most meta defense in the fucking game.
They still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Well, he'll find Hall. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears, but right now it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Double tap back.
We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Here's Calais. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Calais. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action with Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cameron Batson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got him my own at this game.
They want more. Here comes
I just
I
gotta be better 100% on offense and on defense. He's just running hot route dot tips, man. Like,
the risk
I don't know.
reward,
It is what it is.
kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it.
I'm on conservative.
These guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always
on conservative.
Football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This man spends more on hot route tips than his Pornhub Plus premium or thingamabobber. Oh, that would have been a good line if I didn't fuck it up. You know what I mean?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Murray. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
I can't believe Denzel Ward with one step ahead is getting toasted like that.
Hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And it's complete.
Yeah,
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
When you constantly have to pass and can't establish the run game because you're down early, it's just kind of what happens, man. When it rains, it pours.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
That's our break right there, man. That's our break, and we needed it.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another.
Jackson threw such a bad ball. Yo, he had a step, and Jackson just throws the worst ball I have seen in eternity, bro.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. It feels like there's an extra on every
oh, when it rains, of course, man.
They have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now. Escaping the... Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Yo, if Lamar fumbles, how conservative, man? Why?
Kind of a deficit. You can't afford.
You literally cannot make this up.
Pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Again, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to ask
that?
you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Murray now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Trying to improvise. And he'll just get rid of it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
I mean, I genuinely feel like I've gotten better at this game. I just think at the start of this game, it was an insurmountable amount to come back from. I need to play more Madden, man. I literally only play in this CFM. I don't even play mine anymore. I think I could have won this game.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is
that's just the story of this, how this game has gone, man.
Either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
No!
Another interception.
I trusted Lamar to make that throw.
With a pick.
Too much. Too much. Too much. He low-key had a step for a second. The freaking safety got out there.
Interception, and I'm going to use one of those overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught.
That acrobat pick animation, bro.
Inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw it. Murray. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
GG's.
Well, Charles, it's one thing
Hey,
to
we see him in the
win,
Super Bowl.
it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they
We
did
started to
before
sort
they
of get it
clicked on
together there at
offense.
the end. He couldn't score, but it could be a test at the garbage time. I don't know. I feel like my defense got better as the game went on. Early on, I dug myself in a hole on offense. And then there at the end, I was just throwing some fucking Stevies just because I could. But Denzel Ward should get his X factor. So that's at least a takeaway from this. Run game works.
They improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played.
I think I beat everybody in the AFC right now. So I'll be back in the Super Bowl and I'll see him again. I played a rough game for sure, but I'll be back.
From Baltimore.
GG's all around.